Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Warlords of Draenor Alpha preview video. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the new talents that you get as a level 100 Mage. This first talent is called Prismatic Krystal, and this is applicable to the Arcane, Fire and Frost specs. And what this will do is it will allow you to summon this Prismatic Krystal at a targetable location by yourself, and then you can attack it. The crystal will take a percentage-based increased damage on what you've attacked to it, and then every time the crystal takes damage, it will release a burst of energy that splits damage evenly between any enemies within 8 yards. So as you can see in the video in the background, I'm attacking training dummies and mobs. As soon as I spawn the Prismatic Krystal, I switch to that, and when I attack that, it splits the damage between the mobs that are closest. This is going to be useful in fights where you might have quite a few adds up, and you need to burn them down at a kind of steady but even rate. The next ability is called Arcane Orb, and the hint is in the name, as this ability is only applicable to the Arcane spec. And what this will allow you to do is launch an Arcane Orb forward up to 40 yards, and it will deal 67.5% of your spell power as damage to the enemies that it passes through. Now, every time it deals damage, it will also grant you an Arcane Charge. So this might be usable during encounters, especially when you need to build up them arcane charges. This next ability is called Meteor, and this is only applicable to fire mages. And what this will do is it will call down a meteor which will land at your target location after 3 seconds, so you might need to consider where you're going to position it during fights if there is movement involved, and it will deal a very high percentage of your spell power as fire damage, split evenly between the targets that are within the 8-yard blast radius. Now additionally, it will also burn the ground, dealing 30% of your spell power as fire damage every 1 second for 8 seconds to anyone that's in that area. And this fourth and final ability is called Comet Storm, and it is only applicable to frost mages. And what this will do is it will call down a series of 7 icy comets around the area that you target, so you have to target a specific mob in order to bring this ability down on them, and then the 7 different comets will deal a percentage of your spell power as frost damage, and the damage will be split between all enemies that are within 4 yards of the impact point. So that's going to do it for this Warlords of Draenor preview video. Please do remember that everything recorded here and what I've just explained is in alpha testing, so it is subject to change when 6.0 does go live or in future alpha builds. As always, thank you for watching, and if you are interested in future Warlords of Draenor previews, then please do feel free to subscribe to the channel. Alternatively, if you prefer a more written form of the news, then head on over to flaskup.com for all the latest Warlords, Mists of Pandaria and general Warcraft news.